Hello my dudes, welcome back to the second channel for another NUULY REVIEWLY. It's actually only been a little bit of time since I posted the shop with me for this exact NUULY, but I have had this one for a couple weeks now, and I'm gonna tell you what I thought about it. I'm sorry if my mic is picking up these howling sounds that I think just come from my windows. New York City winters infuriate me for many reasons, and some of that always involves air conditioning, heating, and wind noises. Anyway, if you're new to the NUULY REVIEWLY videos, basically NUULY is a clothing rental service. I pick 6 items. Price is usually $88, but I get discounts thanks to you guys who have used my code or my link or whatever. And so it typically is about $78 or $68 a month, depending on which code. Let's get into it. First item, what the freak is up? This tank top is probably not the best choice to pair it with, but I was already wearing it. So I said, I am also rocking some new slippers gifted to me by my management company. Thank you. And don't miss it, Christmas socks. So we're fully in the spirit, you ask. What is this item? This is the Teddy As She Goes jacket by Dakota, size small. Retail $89, NUULY price $80.09. So you only save a couple bones. 10%. Teddy As She Goes. I don't think anyone commented on the NUULY Shop With Me video about how much of a banger that song is, first of all. Steady as she goes. Whatever. But yes, during my shop with me, I was talking shit on Teddy jackets such as these, and I was like, meh, I never wanted one of those. They don't seem that cool anyway. And then by the end, I was like, actually, I would like to try it. And as I predicted, I haven't worn this outside because it's way too fucking cold for that, but I have been wearing it indoors. You know that winter moment when it's like cold inside and like you just have to put on a bunch of layers to try to be warm and you always have to live in a blanket because it's so cold? Hey, I grew up in Southern California. I'm not used to using heating. Just kidding. I've been in New York for a few years now. I'm used to it. But yeah, overall, yes, it's very comfy. I love squeezing it. It and myself. It fits pretty nicely. It has pockets so I can keep my hands warm. Any other interesting features? I did just notice this little button today, which is purely for nothing. And to be honest, I don't even want to take this off right now because it's very comfortable and some of these other items are not. Verdict on the Teddy, honestly, if this wasn't $80, I might buy it, but it's $80. Let's just bite the bullet with the next one. Ugh. I don't want to be wearing this. I don't want to. Ta-da! Let me just explain what this is and then we'll talk about it. This is the Flower Power pullover sweater from Urban Outfitters, size small. Retail $98. Is anything at Urban that expensive? And this? No way. NUULY price $67.61. Let me tell you, when I saw this online, I was like, oh, that looks fun and funky. I did notice the, I think I called it like a scalloped kind of neckline, or like it's intentionally supposed to look kind of distressed. It looks like shit in person. I think someone on the reviews said that this sweater looked expensive, and we know I don't like the look expensive discourse, but this shit does not look expensive. Unless you mean expensive in the dumb rich people who like to wear things that look like shit kind of way, in which case, maybe. I'm so mad about this sweater because it smells, still kind of smells. Yeah. I got my NUULY box. Yes, this time it came in a box instead of the usual reusable thing. I guess they're switching their recycled cases. So I got a regular box and I put this on and it smells like just so much mildew. And it kind of infected the rest of the box and the rest of the items, and I was like, great. But I thought maybe like after like a day it would air out, whatever. No. This sweater has been sitting by our front door as far away from me as possible for weeks, and it still smells weird. It refuses to air out. I really should contact NUULY. I meant to do this when I first got it and be like, hey, this item smells like shit, so I can't even wear it, but I didn't do that. It's very rare that any NUULY items smell weird. So luckily this isn't a common occurrence. Now I'm like hating the actual features of this. Like, I feel like the sleeves are way too short. Maybe this is like too small for me, but the sleeve wrist being like this, do you get what I mean? Whatever. I actually went to almost wear this sweater one night when we were gonna go see some friends, and Nathan came up to me and he's like, what smells so weird? And I was like, my sweater maybe? And he smelled it and he's like, that smells like shit. Why would you put that on? And I was like, I don't know. I didn't know anyone else could smell it. So thank God I didn't wear it out, because then I would have been the weird smelling girl all night. Weird smelling woman. Give me credit. So anyway, yeah, otherwise, this whole ripped effect, yes, it looks very bad, and not in a good way. And then also, just the rest of the sweater doesn't look good. Doesn't really feel particularly good. It feels okay, but mostly it smells bad and I'm upset. And what was I thinking? Flower power for winter? Dumb choice all around. See ya. But now I'm afraid that the smell, ew, it's on me now. Let's do another. You can tell by my expression just touching this item that I didn't like it. Ugh, ah. Okay, one thing that I have to say about this engagement ring is that I've almost ruined many shirts and sweaters because it is raised and it gets like caught on things. And I'm like, I'm gonna fuck up my left arm of everything forever. Ew, 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 ew. Again, I might seem like I'm overreacting. I'm not trying to ham it up for the video. Ah, okay, whew. I literally have to breathe. Oh no, okay, look at this. I don't know if you can even focus on this. Yes. Do you see all these little fuzzies? Ugh, ugh. Okay, so aside from the fit, I've tried on this sweater only once when I first got the NUULY, and I remember when I was shopping for it, I was like, oh, it's fuzzy, cute, got the bell sleeves. I didn't expect it to be this fuzzy. This looks like someone with a dog that sheds a lot threw this sweater in a pile of fur, and then they were just like, yeah, let's leave this. This is good. Yeah, this actually looks great. There's not one part of this sweater that's not incredibly fuzzy in a horrible way. Big regret. And also, in a sensory way, it's like grossly fuzzy itchy. I recently discovered that I'm kind of allergic to dogs, which is pissing me off. Devastating realization. I grew up and I knew that I was like pretty allergic to cats. I can usually be around them. I just can't like pet them or like interact with them much because it'll give me like, you know, watery eyes and sniffles and congestion and stuff. And then I met one of our friend's dogs and I'm like very allergic to their dog, which is very unfortunate. So I become a weirdo. I gotta take my Benadryl before I see them. And then I like can't interact with the dog. It's a very friendly dog. He's a friendly dog, he's a sweetie, but I'm literally like, if I pet you, it's just gonna fuck me up, so I'm gonna choose not to. So anyway, that's how I feel in this sweater. I feel like I'm choosing to wear all the dog fur that I'm most allergic to, and I didn't take my Benadryl, so it's fucking me up. It's just such a gross feeling, ew, putting it on, it's like tight. Ew. Okay, this is the Grenda Spacedye sweater from Greylin. I should have known it would be bad with a name like Grenda. I already knew it. I just didn't, it was a red flag. Size medium, retails for $101. NUULY price $89.89. Are you kidding me? Anyway, about the dog thing, I want to finish up a thought. Nathan and I do want to get our own dog, and the thing is, I don't seem allergic to all dogs. Like, certain dogs just, I guess, maybe they have more dander, I don't know what it is. Like, I've been around Nathan's family's German Shepherd and his other dog, Sasha, rest in peace. And I was not allergic to either of them. So yeah, we want our own dogs, and now I'm thinking that I'm gonna have a whole arsenal of things I need to do, like have air filters and strategies, and I don't wanna have to take allergy medication every day of my life if I'm allergic to my own dog, but hopefully we can find a dog someday that I'm just not as allergic to. Or maybe we could foster dogs first, and then if we're able to actually keep them, like they're a match for us, adopt them ourselves. Okay, now let's get into this. Again, we don't have to talk about the discourse of flattering clothing, but this is not doing me any favors. Yeah, the shape of it, not good for me, I'd say. I love a sweater, but this, ugh. And these bell sleeves that I was so excited about. Trying to show it off in the worst way. I don't know why I'm trying to show you the bell sleeve. Like, I have to show it hanging upside down. It's like it's only like a wrist to hand bell. So it's kind of a weirdly small bell. Mostly, this sweater's just ugly and gross and feels really horrible. That's all. And has it probably been infected by the smell of the other one? I'm too scared to try. Oh no. Oh no. I think I inhaled one of the fuzzies and then I tried to stop myself and I brought all these fuzzies up to my face and my nose. Okay. Oh, I did it. I feel like I steam like I'm being extra in this video, but this is just happening to me. I am experiencing this. I have to get this off of my body. Thank you, sweater. So yeah, so far, miss, last one, miss, first one, great. Okay, so we've got one good one so far. It's not all that bad, I promise. Okay. Wow. Turtlenecks feel like being born. Maybe I just flip it all the way up, flip it all the way down. Or I think I do a double roll, because I just like it lower like this. Okay, this looks like a donut, but whatever. And the old tank top. Did you know, why would you know? I don't know if I actually mentioned this in my ThredUp integration. This tank top that I'm wearing is from ThredUp. And I was buying a bunch of tank tops because I realized I no longer own any tank tops. I have no camisoles. See how weird it even sounds for me to say that? I think like years of like wearing tank tops like this in middle school made me scarred, and I was like, ew, I don't ever want to wear a tank top ever again. I'm never layering ever again. Oh my God. This has never happened. I've worn this sweater and it hasn't done this. Maybe I'll just leave it like this. Whatever, fuck you. Now it's choking me. So yeah, I decided sometimes it's useful to have tank tops and to layer. I know. What was my point? I think that was it. I have a tank top. That was the story. So anyway, no, I'm not used to like seeing tank tops peeking out of my shirts because I usually don't wear them. So for this one, we'll just tuck it away. Literally tucking it in. That's cute. That's lovely. So the sweater, cute. It's a little cropped. I like the length. This is the Put a Wing on It sweater. I'm sorry, I hate it too, but I can't resist. By BB Dakota. Same brand as the Teddy As She Goes. Cute. Size medium, retail $89, Nuuly price $80.09. The exact same price and Nuuly price as the Teddy As She Goes. Suspicious? Anytime I notice patterns in Nuuly stuff, I'm like, what does this mean? Doesn't mean anything, probably. So yeah, this turtleneck, a nice little cropped sweater. It's actually very comfy. It's not itchy, not one little bit of furry hair in sight. We love that. And guess how it smells? Normal. Nothing really. Cool. My standards for what is acceptable. Likewise, there's not much to say about it. I mean, if I have to. It's got this knit pattern on the arms, and it's got a nice cuffed wrist. And the body of the sweater, it's ordinary, and the neck, you can choose to wear it however you like. Do you like your turtlenecks to cover your ears? Like a balaclava, almost. Or you could just pull it down like this. Nice. Or try to do the donut. Just like real donuts, they're not gonna last long because you're gonna eat them. Yeah. Overall, I'm glad that I got this one. I've worn it a couple times. It's been a good comfy thing to wear, which is what I love. Which, note to self, when I'm doing my future Nuulies, pick comfy good things to wear that aren't risky. That's all I'm gonna say. Just be risk averse. Go for the beige. Is this beige? There's not much more to say about it. Thank you for your time, and I will be wearing you again. 50% rayon. I don't know what rayon is. I never have. 28% polyester, 22% nylon. I don't know what any of that means exactly, but all I can say is thank God it's not acrylic. Thank you. This next one might be familiar, depending on which of my other videos you've seen. This top takes forever to button. For some reason, it's very hard to do each button. So while we're up here, you may have noticed, maybe not, that I'm wearing a little pimple patch here. And if you saw my vlog and my whole struggle with attacking this little pimple that's starting to heal the scar, yes, I did buy pimple patches. I'm trying to be patient and not attack my face. We're learning. I don't think it's really that visible, so that's good. Okay, this is so difficult. I feel like I need nimble little baby hands to do these little buttons. It's like, the shirt is made for adults, right? Because I'm struggling. Why don't you just, like, I'm only half buttoned, but like, why don't you just put a zipper on the side so that I don't actually have to do this every time I take off and put on this top? So I think that was my first impression, trying this on. I was like, yeah, it's cute, but it's such a pain in the ass. Imagine if I got one of the buttons wrong, and then I had to redo the whole thing. There are worse problems in the world, of course, but okay, golly gee whiz. Okay, I don't want to show too much with these pants because I would never wear this like this because I don't like a whole crop top and like I'm not showing my belly anymore at the moment. I don't want to do that. But this is the top. It's got green polka dots. It's got these fun little loosey-goosey sleeves. It's got all these annoying buttons, and it's pretty sturdy. Fits pretty well. It's not stretchy, but luckily my boobs fit in it. If I remember correctly, I think some of the comments warned that if you got more boob, it might not be able to happen, but we just made it. I just realized that this is the only time, or the only time I wore this was to film my last internet analysis video. And that's because all I need to film those are this much of a shirt. Enunciate. But I don't think I would wear this during the winter because I don't have jeans high-waisted enough to go up to like my rib cage. Maybe I should get some rib cage jeans. I've heard those are nice. And also, this isn't a very like wintry look, and these sleeves would be kind of hard to fit into a puffer jacket or whatever, so can I give a side rant? I feel like I've done a lot of those in this one. Humor me. I've realized lately with these jeans and some others that I've gotten recently, about at a belly button length. Height? Sure. Rise. That's what I was looking for. We have no pants or anything in this video to show off the booty, so. I've realized that I no longer want super high-waisted jeans. I mean, these are pretty decently high, but like any higher than this, it's just gonna hurt my stomach more. I already unbutton all my pants as soon as I sit down. So what I'm saying is, I think I'm okay with some mid-rise jeans. I know, not much of a point there. But yeah, I actually think they're like more comfortable and look better because I have pretty short legs and I just, with a long torso, do I even have, am I making up lies? Do you ever do that where you're like, I just slipped on my slippers. That's not supposed to happen. You know the like narratives we tell ourselves? Like I would always be like, yeah, I have a long torso and short legs. Don't know if that's true. How would I know? Would I have to measure and figure out the ratio of my body and compare it to the ideal? Who cares? But yeah, sometimes I'm like, I don't think I have a long torso. Or like my legs probably aren't actually short. They're probably just average. Who knows? I'm short, sure, but I'm also average. Great. Realizations, just realizing things. Yep, realizing I don't actually have a point to make. So take of that what you will. This is the Willow polka dot crop top from Charlie Holiday, size medium. Retail price $109, newly priced $73.02. Yeah, it's cute and it is cropped, and I don't want to wear it with jeans. But if this were summer or fall or spring, any other season, great. I could see myself wearing this over maybe like a more slinky slip dress. That could be cute. Or just a high-waisted, like long or midi skirt. I feel like that would be a cute combination. But yeah, this top with jeans, not my favorite. Otherwise, I think it's cute. I think it served a purpose well when I was filming my main channel video. Again, as I always point out, I think when I wear more like cutesy or like just more overtly feminine tops, I feel like that's when the Mormon mommy vlogger comes out. And is that just because I'm a blonde, blue-eyed white woman? The answer is yes. So either I stop wearing these sorts of things, or I dye my hair, or I accept that it's fine that some people might see me and perceive me as a conservative or religious person. No, I should wear a little name badge that says, in spite of my appearance and what you may glean from that, gleam, I am, in fact, left-wing. Thank you. Just had to say it. Okay, and now I have to take this off. Buttons are comically difficult. Okay, last selection. Hello. Let's walk it back and let's zip it up. This is actually difficult to reach all this fabric. It's like way down past my knees even. And I will say, this zipper has given me lots of trouble. It usually doesn't like to zip up or down, so that's fun. Okay, yes. What do you think? How are we feeling? I'm feeling warm, that's what I'll say. So, I knew when I was choosing this puffer that this is a big one. It's a big one, it's an oversized puff. And when I first tried it on, I was like, oh no, it's too big. And you know, it is pretty roomy. It's a lot of fabric, you've got a lot of space to layer, but also it's so warm that when I have layered, I regret it because then I'm sweating and I'm too warm. So how do you win? But yeah, at first I thought I would never want to wear this, but then I wore it on the first colder day since I've had it, and I was like, you know what, this is very comfy, it's very nice. And again, it goes down past my knees, full body warmth. And my other puffer, my regular blue one that I wear all the time, is not this oversized, and it's a teeny bit shorter, like maybe right before my knees. So yeah, this one's a big one. Yeah, it gets very warm. If I wear like a sweater under this, I'm hot immediately, like uncomfortably hot. And then it's like, is that a worse sensation than being cold? I don't know. Look at all these fun pockets. I've never tried these. Oh, It's fake. Fake pocket, everybody. That pisses me off because I could put some stuff in here. That'd be a convenient pocket to have. Nothing on the other side. There are, I think, that's a pocket. Is that that's a pocket? Okay, so we do have some pockets. Don't you worry. Then, let's see if this will, it gives me struggles. Really makes you work for it. It says, oh, you're sweating profusely? There you go. That's all you had to say. It's got an inner pocket, that's nice. So yeah, I've worn it. I've worn it for a couple walks to the grocery store and back. I did wear it out with our friends one day as well. I actually got complimented on it. Somebody said that I actually don't know what they said. I think they just said, I like your coat. But in my mind, I extrapolated that to be, I like your funky jacket coat thing. I like your puffer. It's very cool. You must be a very interesting, quirky lady. And to that I said, oh my God, thank you. I am. But yeah, they probably just said, that's cool. That's a cool puffer. This is the Bunala color block puffer from Ichi, size small, retail $370, newly priced $333. Wow, that's a pricey puff. But honestly, this would probably be good in like negative degrees, potentially. I don't know. I've never been in temperatures that cold. We can try the hood. Sometimes when I complain about like New York City winters, which like this week it's been like 40 degrees, maybe 35. Not horrible. Then I think about places that go like below zero, and then the wind chill makes it feel even colder. I mean, to be fair, it is windy and cold here as well, so it might feel colder than it is. But I just don't think I could exist. Like if I want to stay inside during the whole winter when it's 40 degrees, what do people do? If you check the weather and it's like, feels like negative 30, I feel like society should agree hibernation is the way to go. Let's skip it. It's too much out there. It's too little, actually. I also remembered on my shop with me that you guys recommended KDU's videos, and I actually had some of them on my watch later list, such as, it's impossible to look chic when it's cold out. Dude, no, you're just layering wrong, essentially. Hello? Oh, good, thank you. I'm so excited. I heard Nathan pressing buttons like just one beep at a time, and I was like, okay, clearly he's trying to be quiet, but it's almost worse when you let it happen. What a sweetie, he's making dinner for us. So last night, actually, I watched a bunch of Katie's videos about layering and also like all of these. I watched all of these. At first, I watched her how to layer the right way for fall video, and I was like, no, this is not gonna work for New York winter. And then she says it at the end. She's like, and by the way, I'm from, I think she said the Northeast, and this is like fall weather, not winter. So then in her winter one, she does dress much more warmly. And I will say, in the winter one, she's like, you don't need to wear a big puffer. And also like, you know, during the winter, the way that your outerwear kind of represents your vibe or whatever. So if you show up in like a big puffer, it just gives like a casual vibe, which is fine. But like if you're trying to give a different vibe, maybe try a different coat and different layers, different options. And I'm like, I'm fine with giving absolutely casual, careless vibes at this point. Though I want to take her advice to heart and learn how to layer. Because again, I just told you, I just remembered tank tops are a thing. I'm not good at layering. Absolutely not. The old tights under the pants trick is a good one for winter. I used to use that when I was commuting to school. Because that's my thing with short jackets. I'm like, my legs are gonna be cold. But if you layer more heat tech or whatever under your pants, that can help. But I don't like to have too many layers. My thing is though, and this annoys me about New York, is like, I wear this puffer and like a turtleneck and jeans and boots and whatever because it's so cold outside. But then when you go inside, it's so warm, the heat is turned up so high that then you have to take off your outer layer. And then I'm even sweating sometimes in my one layer turtleneck. And I'm like, why are we turning up the heat this much? Because we're all dressed for winter. And if I decided to wear more layers under my coat, so like a lighter coat with a bunch of layers, then I'd be in the grocery store with like 3 layers of tops and 2 layers of pants, and I would hate it even more. So anyway, Katie's advice is obviously great, but I'm stubborn and I'm like, I just refuse. I refuse to use that because what if one time I'm wearing too many layers? To me, I'm like, it's easier for me to take off my one bulky layer than to regret wearing too many layers or to be too cold. I need to stop making that face. I've been making that face a lot lately. That one. I think that's about it. That's my NUULY for this freaking month, you guys. Yeah, overall, I like this coat. I've worn it a number of times, so it was worth it, though, yeah, a little big. It was the smallest size I could get, but it's big. It sure is. It's oversized, for sure. And everything else, we had some hits. Well, we had some goods. I don't know if we had any smash hits this time. And then we had some absolutely disgustings. I had the audacity in my Shop With Me NUULY video to be like, oh, maybe this will be a 10 out of 10, 6 out of 6. No, it's not. But that's fine. Thank you guys for watching, and please stay tuned for future Vlogmas videos. I have been enjoying putting out lots of content on this channel. It's fun to just do different stuff. See you next time. Okay, thanks, bye. Peace. Didn't have to do that.